So before I dive into this too much, I don't have a lot of Mythic Legends figures. This is the only one I have, so it's the figure I'm going to use to compare the horse with. But I am going to use other figures from different lines to put on the horse to see how they fit on there. So let's go ahead and dive into this. Let me do my sound check first. So let me see. Come on, sound check. Takes so long sometimes to get to that point. There it comes. All right. And sound check. There we go. All right. Cool. Well, welcome to my show. And so let's go ahead and bust open this cool horse and check it out. This horse is made by the Four Horsemen, which is kind of ironic, a horse made by the Four Horsemen. But I wanted to get this horse for one purpose, and that was so that I could have a horse for Rio Blast. Now, I know I've been talking a lot about Rio Blast lately, and I just like the idea of him actually being able to have his own horse. I tried to use the horse that was a He-Man horse. Let me go grab a He-Man horse really quick, so we can do some comparison. From the classics, and I was going to use Bo's horse, Arrow. And here he is right here. And at one time, I was going to make this horse into Tila's horse too. And so this horse has gone through a lot of iterations. You can see its colored tail, kind of flaming yellow, kind of some of the intermittent changes I was making on this poor horse. I do have some caps for this one too, but let me go ahead and set this aside so we can go ahead and bust this thing open. So in the back of the box has some really cool art with a big old flaming sword and cool action figure and stuff. And I have to admit, Mythic Legend figures are just really cool, but usually just outside of my price range for what I want to spend on a whole new set. Now I do have a link in the description to get your own horse, so check that out. Even if you don't want to get it, just click the link and see how much these go for on eBay. It's kind of crazy, I think, but they are cool horses. So let's go ahead and open this thing right up, and we'll check it out compared to other horses in a comparable scale. Hey Priscilla, thanks for joining us. Nope, I'm not going to get you the DVDs. Sorry. I know, what a rude, mean guy. But no DVDs for you. Alright, so there is the horse. The horse, of course. That's a cool backdrop. Look at that. I might use that for taking pictures later for something. And it does come with some extra accessories. It does have a... Hey Jeff, thanks for being here. It does have a shield just like we've seen with her. Ta-da. And it does have a sword. Ugh. Which I imagine probably goes somewhere on the horse. But check that out. And see, the sword works great with the He-Man figures. Ta-da! So, coolness. All right. Let's go ahead and continue opening this up. And I got a lot of wires on here. That is an excellent question. We will find out the size comparison to Swiftwind's Arrow, because I actually have Arrow here with me right next to this horse, so we can see how close it is in size. I imagine it's pretty close, being the Four Horsemen did make the other horses as well. Now, I didn't pull Swiftwind out because I have him buried pretty deep in a box right now. But I did have an Arrow that I was working on as a custom just sitting on my shelf. So it's not one that I use regularly for my figures. It was just one that was actually planning on just sticking on eBay, but I haven't done it yet. Whew. That is a lot of wires. Okay, this is very reminiscent of, oh, it's tight. I always hate it when the joints are super tight. I'm afraid to move them and break. Ah, there we go. It looks like this tail may have some issues already. Maybe just the way they designed it. So let's take a look, and they are about the same height. Look at that. There's not a lot of difference. Now you can tell the detail's a lot greater on this horse, but the tail looks so similar. It's just almost uncanny. It almost, if you just touch it, it just feels the same. And so this one, of course, it has clicking articulation. This one's smoother. There you go. So it's about the same height. It should fit fine. So let's go ahead and break down the articulation. They have a small articulation here at the bottom of the leg, one in the middle, one up higher. And then, of course, the same on the other side. The head moves here and here. Oh, look at that. This pops right off. So that will be nice for customization later. But let's go ahead and stick that back on there. And of course the saddle looks like it's removable. And the back legs do have some different articulation. And so check that out. Quite a lot of movement. All right, let's go ahead and stick a figure on there. Ugh. Let's see how she fits on here. Ha! Oh, that looks pretty cool. Now, I did get a second one, just in case I want to put a different figure on there. Oh, let's go ahead and try Brave Star. Now, of course, Brave Star is a little bigger action figure than Classics, but let's check it out and see. Now, that is a more worthy horse for Brave Star than his 3030. So if you want to get a cool horse for your Brave Star set, this would be a great one to get. Now, he does look more toy cartoony than the horse does, so that's kind of a little weird, but still pretty cool. All right, now to put on the figure why I bought it for, and that is Rio Blast, because he deserves a horse. He's been a cowboy too long without a horse. I've been a cowboy too long without a horse. I should get him a singing guitar, right? Well, that looks pretty cool. Hang on to the reins, man. Check that out. All right. So that. Now, articulation is a little different. The front legs of this is the same. That's very similar, but the back is completely different. On this one here, just the bottom part moved and not the hind leg up here. But on this one, you can see the hind leg actually moves and rotates in there. It leaves kind of an unseemly gap in the back, but generally if you're going to pose your horse, you're going to pose it either sideways or forwards, so you're not going to see that. But having the legs spread gives you a better chance for a stance, so the horse doesn't fall over so easy. I don't know how many times I've had to pick this horse up, and I've also found that you may have to put parts in between the horse to fix the legs, and I've used parts from, what is that guy's name? It's like Modulock, but the robot version of him. I forgot the name of him now, but he has those black little triangle parts, and I've stuffed those in between the legs to hold them out and separate them. All right, let's take a look here. She-Ra's only meant for horses. Ha ha ha. being that they never made Spirit for Adora Classics, and never make a white horse, that'd be perfect. I just seen a white horse on Big Bad Toy Store I'm checking out next when I'm done with this video. Multibot. Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, Multibot has it. All right. So I did tell you guys a long time ago that I was going to try some wings on her. So I did get these wings right here and painted them white and fixed the gold on them. And these wings are from Queen Grayskull. Ta-da! And let's go ahead and see if we can get these wings to fit on her without too much alteration. So Queen Grayskull, there are the wings in the back. And they come kind of at a off-white color normally with the gold on top. So let's put her away. Oh, put her backwards in the box. No, Queen Grayskull. All right, so let's take a look. Pull her head off. Take off her shoulder pads. And see how far away these wings are from fitting. Well, I can tell already the holes are not deep enough for these wings to fit. So if I was going to make these work, I'd probably have to Dremel the holes deeper. But I think that is going to look really cool once I dig those holes deeper on her back. I mean, check that out. I know she's meant to be a She-Ra type figure, but you have to admit, those wings do look really cool. Now, the 4 Horsemen do make separate wings that I was planning on getting at one time, but man, that does look pretty cool. All right, so let's see your guys' comments. Then I got to go. And then hopefully I'll have a video later tonight or tomorrow with all the Rio Blast stuff now that I have it all together. All right, let's take a look. Let's see. Boo on Bo. I like that. It's funny. Oh, wow. Yes. Battle Cat could eat that thing. Yep. Probably could. Let's see. Dragon Slaughter. See ya, Hebrew. Yep. All right. All right, you guys. Well, thanks for watching. I'm going to cut this video short. Let me know if I should open the other horse for his sidekick to also ride a horse. Or if I should only just have one for Rio Blast. Because, you know, obviously his sidekick needs a horse too. Actually, it's not really a sidekick. It's just his friend. So I kind of hate the term sidekick because then it denotes saying that Rio Blast is the main guy. But Apache Chief's pretty important too, right? Even though he lost his power to grow tall when he got to Eternia, he's still pretty important. So there we go. All right. I will see you guys next video. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and take care. Bye now.